Good evening, Libra. This is David with Tarot and Astrology for All, bringing you your full moon reading and the reading until the next new moon, which is the energy that's going to be covering this time period, and for the couple days that have passed by so far since the last full moon. And sorry that I've been lagging it, but I have been very busy lately. I mean, aside from being busy, I believe that I suffered from a gas leak, which we had our heater turned on because it was getting cold, obviously. And, well, needless to say, I turned it back off. I was suffering from lightheadedness, a lot of lethargy, and that's what really killed a lot of my ability to do anything. So, because of that, I was backtracked on my schoolwork, but not only that, I was backtracked on this as well. But seeing that I still have some schoolwork to do left, I felt that it was better for me to get these readings out of the way so that you guys have them, have that information, and then I can get back to my schoolwork and that kind of thing. I already talked to my professors, obviously, so this allows me to do this real quick for you guys. And also, do expect me to go live here probably within the next like 2 hours or so. Uh, for those of you who are going to be watching these videos, I will also post something up on Facebook for all of my watchers, and I might post up a little video, or I might just go live. It does. I'm not exactly sure, but either one of those. So let's get started. I'll just go ahead and go with my usual spiel real quick. I do intuitive readings, so sometimes the cards that I draw might not have the definition that the textbook or the not the textbook that the book describes. But I do go off of intuition. I do go off of feeling, and of course, I will mention the what the book tells you in terms of these animal spirit cards, as well as the Brian Ford fairies, or Brian Froud fairies, I should say. My bad. And oh, and these are these ones right here. And then of course I use the Rider Tarot weight, which is right here. So with that being said, I will go ahead and shuffle these cards. I will show the bottom card, and the bottom card is going to show me the energy that's present right now. It'll show the feel of it, and it'll also give me an idea of what's happening in your guys' lives right now. And the other two cards that I draw, they seem to be telling a little bit of the energy that you guys are going to be going to into the future. Now, if that card so happens to be in one of those two cards that I draw, well, then that means that's the energy that you're encompassing already. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so for some of you guys, with the whale on in the reverse, I kind of feel like you guys are preventing ancient wisdom from reaching you guys. I do feel that to whatever degree, this is one of those ancient souls, and I do feel like for some of you guys might be going through a little bit of trials, a little bit of tribulations, but with the whale has been known to travel great distances, and so I feel that you guys are traveling great distances, even though you guys are having a little bit of trouble. I do feel that with the whale is one of those creatures that likes to spend a lot of time deep in the ocean. And so I feel that with this, that you guys are feeling uh, somewhat like how would I describe that you guys are going deep inside yourselves to find this ancient wisdom, and at the same time, that's actually a very good thing because what's necessary most times when you encounter a little bit of trouble is the ability to go deep inside yourself and allow yourself to find those answers from source. But I do feel like this is a necessary need to uh, to be quiet for a second and allow this wisdom to come in. Another thing that I'd like to point out is the whale's song. The whale's song is one of the most powerful in the ocean. So I feel that you guys are in some way not really sounding out your voice like you would wish. I do feel that some of you guys will be going into that state, but some of you guys are still holding back. All right, now with the line in the reverse, I do feel that some of you guys are, in a way, lacking the courage to move forward. With the lion, I would say that uh, it's the necessary need uh, to look for that passion again. And in order to look for that passion, you guys might have to dig deep inside yourselves. Now, I want to go ahead and say that with the lion is a nice, calm creature. He likes to mostly just sit around, and usually it's the lionesses that go out hunting and stuff like that, while the lion stays back to take care of the young. So, in taking care of the young, there's a lot of fun that can be had. There's a lot of fun that can be done, and with this, it's usually about playing with children. And so there's a need to develop a playfulness for you guys. And I feel that, oh, look at that. So you guys got the wolf coming out too. In a way, I do feel like you guys are kind of getting into that wolf energy though. And with that wolf energy, it's all about not just, it's not just about bringing out that bravado in you and bringing out that leadership skill in you, but it's also about harmonizing relationships. It's also about creating those stable relationships with your subordinates, for those of you who are leaders, and also for others of you who are not leaders, who are maybe starting off your own business. This is talking about the need to let go of control in various different parts. The proper delegation of responsibility between different people and yourself. And I do feel that in a sense like this, there's a necessary need to kind of develop a playful attitude, but at the same time, there's a necessary need to develop patience and persistence in whatever it is that you guys are doing. Right there at the top of the deck, though, you guys got the sea serpent at the top, and the sea serpent, I do believe it is the third chakra, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Nope, it's the. Okay, so it's the second chakra. Yeah, once again, the second chakra. This is connecting to the ever-present energy of the universe. This is like I get the feel that some of you guys don't get the feeling like the universe is with you, in a sense that it's not really like um, allowing you to have all those things that you wish you could have. And in a sense, I could feel why there's a necessary need for playfulness, because in the universe, the universe responds to energy. The universe responds to thought patterns. And with the sea serpent, this is the energy that's ever present in the universe. This is the primal energy. This is the energy that's always circulating. This is potential. And with this card at the top in the reverse, I do feel that there's a necessary need for you guys to develop a playful, an ever-present playful energy, and really trust in the universe, because when you trust in the universe, you have the ability to call upon this energy. This energy is everlasting. I mean, it's forever generating, and at the same time, when you can encompass this kind of energy in the upright, or the energy of this card in the upright like this, then you have the ability to tap uh, into unlimited passion. And when you can tap into that unlimited passion, that's when this wolf energy is is fully fully vibrant. It's when it's fully encompassed. And with the wolf is a natural leader. But the wolf, when it talks to its subordinates or when it communicates with those that are in its team, because the wolf travels in a pack, right? Rarely does a wolf ever travel alone. It needs its subordinates or it needs its teammates. It needs everybody that's associated with the wolf to move forward, to make the plans go through just right. And I do believe that this is what you guys are needing in your lives right now. So, with that being said, I want to go ahead and start drawing into the Brian Farb fairies, and let's see what the fairies have to tell us about this situation here. I do feel it's about harmonizing your relationships, and um, just real quick, I'm gonna go into a little bit of astrology here, not to bore you guys, but with the energy that I see right now. Hold on, let me go into your astrological chart. Okay, so you guys have Pluto and Saturn in your fourth house. And of course, with Pluto and Saturn, I mean, with Pluto in itself, Pluto is all about letting go or letting go of what's unnecessary, right? And Pluto lends a lot of power to that. Pluto likes to show you what's bare, the core, what really sits there. Um, I do feel like it's gonna show you that core passion that you guys have, and that core passion that you guys have is what really is calling is what your soul is really calling out for. And Saturn, well, Saturn is in its own house, and Saturn's actually going to help you guys to build that, to organize that. I could feel that a lot of you guys are already organizing as it is. Some of you guys who are starting a new business are starting to organize your lives, starting to organize your business. For those of you who have a business already, I feel that you guys are starting to reorganize your business. Probably starting to aim towards the true vision that you guys have had, um, or maybe providing more care, more empathy into your jobs. And I do feel that a lot of this energy is going to be very useful for you guys because it's going to set your relationships into a harmonious balance, and that's going to be very good for business. All right, so let's go ahead and draw some cards, and let's see what's going on with the energies here. All right, so yeah, I do feel that some of you guys have that feeling with the fairy who was kissed by the pixies in the reverse. That some of you guys are not feeling like you guys are touched by the universe or touched by the pixies. I do want to say that you guys, to whatever degree, should be looking towards the love that's around you. This card right here is letting me know that some of you guys might feel like there's um, not enough support. Like maybe some people are against you, which who knows? There might be people against you. However, I do feel that in the scope of things so far, it's necessary to develop that playfulness because when you develop that playfulness within you, you share that love, right? And when you share that love, it doesn't really matter if other people don't agree with you or don't share the exact same vision as you. You draw the people that do share that vision to you, and then those are the people who Pluto wants to have in your life. And those people that Pluto wants to have in your life are the ones that are going to lend a lot of energy and a lot of power to your vision. Now, you guys have Mars going from your first house to your second house, so this is going to start to turn from a lot of energy putting yourself out to a lot of energy showing who you are, what you're worth, and it's really going to show others what you're worth to them. In a sense, it's going to draw a lot of jealousy. However, I do feel that if any of you guys have your hamsa, right, the little hand and everything, that it's going to be time for you guys to wear those. For others of you guys, I believe that you guys should get something like a amethyst, which is a good protective stone. I don't know if you guys can see it, but amethyst is very good for protection. It's also good for intuition. It's going to show you guys who's jealous of you, who's not jealous of you. And at the same time, I do feel that it's going to be necessary for you guys to get a black onyx or a black tourmaline, which both of them are very good for negating negative energies, keeping negative energies away from you, but as well as allowing you to be protected from that negative energy and to also heighten your intuition as well. All right, what else? All right, so the undressing of a salad. You know, hmm. I do feel that some of you guys, um, you know what? I'm gonna have to go into the book for this one. Sorry, guys. I so totally forgot what this one meant. But just gonna go real quick. Oh, balancing and avoiding extremes, achieving the impossible. Okay. All right. So now, through all of this, as the book mentions, it's it might be causing a little bit confusion for you guys. You guys might not know who's with you, who's against you. Some of you guys might not know who to be playful with, who to not be playful with, and at the same time, I do feel that a lot of you guys are, in a sense, looking to see who's going to bring you stability and who's not. And with the undressing of the salad, it's about balancing. So I do feel that you guys have to balance your energy first. And in balancing your own energy, you'll have the ability to kind of intuitively find your way through things and find the people who will support you and the people who won't support you. And as you do this, you'll find out the people who will bring you stability. You'll actually see that there are a lot of people that are around you that are willing to support you, aside from the people that won't support you. Yeah, see, because to whatever degree, I do have the feeling that with Mickle and Muckle coming out in the reverse, some of you guys are not seeing the blessing in disguise that's sitting there. And with Mickle and Muckle, the 4 and the 9 coming out to 13, which also comes out to a 4. You guys are looking for stability within this. Now, I do feel that the ability to stand tall for yourselves, not really stand up for yourselves, but to stand tall, stand proud of yourselves, which in a sense is what's going to happen with you guys in with Mars and Mercury and the Sun here for at least the next couple days in your second house. There's going to be a deep well of information that you guys can dig into, and that brings about the energy of the whale, Libra. The energy of the whale, it's all about digging deep within yourself for that ancient wisdom, right? Because whales can live for a very, very long time. And for creatures that can live a very, very, very long time, they have a very, very deep well of information. So I do feel that you can dig deep within yourself for that well of information. And at the same time, it's that well of information that you dig deep for that's going to allow you to not just go not just to like find your way through whatever it is that's going on right now, but to actually find this blessing in disguise. And at the same time, it's going to allow you to navigate and to execute the plans that you have successfully. But I do feel like there's a necessary need to be a little bit playful. Now, some of you guys might be communicating what you love to do. Some of you guys might be communicating uh, your vision and stuff like that. You guys might be communicating this a lot at school, at work, wherever your career is, whatever it is that you like doing. And at the same time, I do feel that you guys are not yet complete with the cycle that's going on right now. I do feel that you guys are waiting on a few things. Some of you guys might be waiting on something material. Some of you guys might be waiting on something mental. Some of you guys might be waiting on something emotional, and others of you might be waiting for a spiritual download. Ooh, I just got goosebumps right now with that spiritual download. So I do feel like a lot of you guys are going to be getting a download. Um, do be expecting that, guys, because and gals, I should say Libra, because when it comes to the download, this download's actually gonna like cascade down from the soul to the mental to the emotional to the physical, and this is actually gonna allow you the ability to move forward. Now, I do feel that you guys are going to be sitting for a little bit. It's not to say that that it's a bad thing because there's going to be certain delays that are going to be happening. I do feel that you said that some of you guys have already been going through certain delays, but these certain delays are going to be necessary in order for you guys to be able to expand your consciousness and not to move forward hastily. Yeah, see, because I do feel that some of you guys are looking at the bad and the good, the bad situation that's happening when really you should be looking at the good situation. It's a little bit of a paradox, I know, but I do feel that a lot of this is making you guys unhappy, and it's not to say that that it's going to continue for a while. I do feel that some of you guys have to avoid being something that you're not, right? And I do feel that to whatever degree, it's good to take, you know, it's good to take, the leadership skills of other people, and maybe some other ideas and stuff like that. But in this type of situation where Uranus is in Taurus, and I do believe that Uranus is in your eighth house, really the transformation is going to happen when you guys put yourselves out in a natural way, in your own unique way, which I do feel a lot of you guys are doing so already. For others of you guys, I do feel like some of you guys are not putting yourselves out in an original way. You guys may be trying to like be like other people or anything like that, and I do feel that that in a way, or that in some way, shape, or form, is keeping you guys from really becoming something much more than what you are. I do feel that some of you guys are kind of staying stuck in what you know, while a lot of you other Libras are venturing out into what you don't know. And still, some of you Libras are going to be going out into what you didn't know you didn't know, right? Like that's like okay, like this is what you know, right? This is what you didn't know. This is what you didn't know you didn't know, right? So, in a way to make it easier is a way to make it easier to understand is before now you may not have known about before you started learning about business, right? You may not have known or about relationships, let's say that, right? Before you started knowing about how relationships work, you didn't know about or you didn't know about how relationships worked. You just went about, with your quick-witted mind and things like that. And somehow things always worked out for you guys, or maybe they didn't. Who knows? Then you started learning certain things about relationships, you started seeing certain patterns, and that's when you started knowing about those things you didn't know, right? Now that you know about those things that you didn't know, you're starting to venture out into the things that you didn't know, which are those little tips and secrets that nobody ever really teaches you in school. Nobody ever really teaches you in those magazines that other people might read, like Cosmopolitan or Men's Journal or anything like that, right? And then, of course, there's still things that you didn't know you didn't know you didn't know. And once you start expanding your consciousness to that, then you start to find out a lot of interesting information. I'll tell you what, I've learned a lot of things since I first began my journey of expanding my consciousness, and things like learning about tarot, learning about astrology. There's a lot of things that I didn't know, and even then, there's still things that I didn't know, I didn't know, I didn't know, I didn't know. Right? So I do feel like you guys are going to be expanding your consciousness in that sense once you guys can see the good and the bad, and you'll start to see the good and the bad in everything, right? You'll start to see the duality of our world, and as you start to expand your consciousness, the things that are left, or the things that haven't been completed yet, you'll find that they'll complete themselves. They'll bring themselves to a finite end, and then it'll be ready to move forward. But I do feel like you guys have to develop this certain playfulness and really, tap into the universe, tap into that energy, look for that hidden blessing in disguise, because that's really what's going to help you. All right, so I do feel that for some of you guys, there are certain addictions that are still there, and I do feel that some of you guys have to get over some of these addictions. These could be physical addictions, these could be mental addictions, these could be emotional addictions. But regardless, there are some addictions that some of you guys have to get over. Um, another thing that comes to mind is that some of you guys could be working with the Capricorn, or some of you guys can be um, together with the Capricorn. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Capricorn, and I do feel that maybe this Capricorn is helping you to see the brighter things in life, helping you to see that you really are kissed by the pixies. I do feel that for some of you guys, the Capricorn is trying to like flip this card to the upside, to the right side up for you guys, and trying to show you that there is hope. I do feel that to whatever degree, whoever this is, I mean, it could be a Capricorn, but that you guys are dealing with. Oh, okay. So for some of you guys, there could be some imbalances with the Capricorn. There could be certain relationship imbalances, and I do feel that you guys have Pluto in there, so there could be certain people that are not like helpful to you that this Capricorn might be trying to show you. At the same time, I do feel that a lot of you guys might be in a soulmate relationship with the Capricorn, and in a sense, I do feel that to whatever degree that this Capricorn is trying to bring balance to the relationship so that you guys can bring balance to your other relationships, right? And I do feel that in whatever degree, the Capricorn's trying to show you that you are kissed by the pixies, that the universe is on your side, and at the same time, that they're trying to bring balance to you by bringing balance to the relationship. And it could be that this Capricorn could be helping you guys, but I do believe that regardless of whether it's a Capricorn or not, you guys could be having a helpful hand within your soulmate relationship. And for those of you who are not in a relationship, I do feel that you guys are going to be having a Capricorn coming into your lives that is a soulmate, that is going to be helping you to balance your energy and to balance your thought process, your mind, to balance your energy, your passion, so that it allows you to see this blessing in disguise. Let's see what else. Ooh. Yeah, because I do feel that to whatever degree you guys have been feeling burdened by whatever, I do feel like with this burden, it's necessary for you guys to develop a playful attitude. This will actually help to lessen the burdens, and it'll actually help you to see that blessing in disguise. Also, I kind of feel like that, like whoever it is that's that's involved with you, or whoever it is that's going to be coming into your lives, that's going to be kind of like telling you to stop and smell the roses for a second. It's going to tell you, it's going to allow you to be able to see what it is that needs to be seen as far as its blessing in disguise. And I do feel that to whatever degree he's going to have a hand in helping you to reach a certain level of happiness. I do feel that some of you guys might be, yeah, see, because there's certain heartbreak that you guys may be getting over. This could be a mental heartbreak, or the need to let go of a certain mental idea. You know, a lot of the times I don't really take this card as getting over heartbreak, but I do feel like um, this Capricorn or this person who's in a relationship with you guys, this soulmate that's for you single people, single Libras that are gonna be having this soulmate relationship come to you guys soon. I do feel that they're gonna be helping you to get over or to let go of certain things that have been plaguing your heart or your mind, or that have certain things that you haven't been able to end or to bring to a successful completion. And I do feel that with this energy is, oh, excuse me, this energy is going to actually help you to see what's helpful, what isn't, who's helpful, who isn't, and actually to help you see, yeah, see, this is all about letting go. It's all about letting go of the idea that that there's something bad in the good situations. You know, this is a time when you guys are going to be moving forward with the uh, with the Knight of Wands. Some of you guys may be moving soon. Some of you guys may be moving before this new moon. Others of you guys might be moving soon enough. But I do feel that you guys are going to be moving forward with passion. You guys are going to be moving forward with a lot of different plans, a lot of different plans, regardless of whether you guys feel burdened or not. I do feel that you guys, um, to whatever degree, you guys feel pretty defensive. Some of you guys, I do feel that for others of you guys have been through a long battle. A lot of you guys have been going through this battle. Maybe some of you guys have been going through this battle alone. It might be necessary for you to discuss it with your significant other. And I do feel like you guys have been going through a lot because the ecstasis is right there at the bottom I mean, right there at the top, well, at the bottom of the deck, and it's in the reverse. So I do feel that some of you guys have not had that ability to be happy for a little bit. Now, the Glancomancer right here at the bottom, it's talking about, the not really, like putting up a persona that's not you. And so I do feel that it may be necessary for you guys to kind of put that away. It's not necessary anymore. I mean, it could be necessary that that's what you guys need to let go. But I do feel like it's more of this thought that you guys do not have any blessings coming your way. And, you know, it, it, I do feel it's a lot about about letting go of certain thoughts, letting go of certain emotions. And you guys have, a certain intuitive idea of what it is that you guys need to let go. It's just there's no necessary need for me to explain that because your intuition has been telling you, and that's all that's necessary. So I want to go ahead and go into your guys' astrology chart and finish this off. For those of you guys who have been seeing threes or three threes or 333 or 3333, that might be something that you guys might want to check into. Maybe threes are your lucky numbers for this month or um, for this time until the new moon. Okay, so I want to explain a little bit about the planets that are going into your second house. You have Mars, you have Mercury, and you have the Sun that's going to be in there for the next couple days. And with the Sun, there's a very very deep expression of who you are, and of course at the same time, you guys have been thinking about this for a while. You guys have been thinking very deep about how you guys are going to be how you guys are going to be putting out your value, and once Mars goes into your second house, you guys will have that ability to kind of show your worth. Some of you guys may have been communicating your worth to others, maybe communicating how you view others, and kind of doing it in a fun way. But you may have not have been getting that reciprocation because with the Lion in the reverse and the Exorcist in the reverse, it feels like you guys may not have like seen the total blessing in what you guys have been doing so far. But the universe is going to reward you guys for it. The universe knows that you guys have been trying to keep balance and that you guys are starting to get in balance. For some of you guys. And it's going to start bringing you guys these blessings. There's just a necessary need for you guys not to blow up and not to like mess it up for you for yourselves. You guys have Venus and Jupiter in your third house, and you guys are getting ready for that to shift into into Capricorn here soon enough. Here within the next week and a half, I believe. And so, as these two planets shift into Capricorn and they both move into fourth house, some of you guys might be feeling lavish in the idea that you guys want to spend money on your house, money decorating your house. If this is well, I get the feeling that some of you guys may be moving into a new house, and because of that, you guys may want to decorate it. You guys may have that feeling of wanting to decorate it in a huge manner. Wanting to get everything right away, and that's not a bad thing. But just be careful with your finances. At the same time, Pluto is going to be removing all of those things that you don't need, and Saturn is going to be tempering that Jupiter energy that comes in because Jupiter likes to expand fairly quickly, right? But Saturn's going to allow you guys to expand in a controlled manner. Now, you guys have Neptune in your sixth house, and with Neptune, you guys might be working towards your dream every day. Some of you guys might be trying to develop some kind of spiritual routine. Some of you guys might be trying to develop some kind of physical routine, right? Some of you guys might be getting into yoga. Some of you guys might be getting into Tai Chi. Some of you guys might just be really going into your daily schedule and seeing what's going to help you to reach your dream. At the same time, you guys have Chiron in your seventh house, and a lot of you guys may be having some relationship issues. I do feel that some of you guys may be having certain issues that are bringing like certain wounds up to the surface. Don't I do feel that most of you guys have gotten over those things, but I do feel that you guys, to whatever degree, it's going to bring a certain level of consciousness to you, a consciousness expansion about relationships, about how relationships work. This is obviously going to help you with your 10th house matters and how you care for the people that work for you or for the people that you start to work with. And at the same time, with Uranus in your eighth house in Taurus, you guys are going to find new transformational ways of making money. And this is going to actually help you guys if you guys are making a business or if you guys already have a business to grow steadily. Now, you guys have Leo. You guys have the Leo moon in your 11th house, and with the Leo moon, this is your feelings of like how you want to present yourself, and with Leo, it's all about that building that courage. It's all about building the reputation, right? And building the reputation to everybody. The 11th house rules the house of not just how uh, others view you, but it's also about uh, how you view others and like who's with you, who's not, and things of that nature. So, with that, I would like to bring your guys' reading to a close. I do feel, oh, one thing real quick. I do feel that relationships are going to be a big thing, and that's because of the lovers in that shows up right here, or that showed up, or that's shown up right here in your guys' reading. And I do feel that relationships are going to be uh, a very big influence here, not just within the next couple weeks, but within the next couple months. You guys are going to have you guys are going to have Venus and Jupiter in your fourth house. So I do feel that a lot of you guys are going to be trying to fill your house with home or with beauty, with love, with compassion. And this is what's going to help you guys to really like build up a reputation for yourselves. Anytime you feel like you have a solid home, that allows you to venture out into other portions of society, and this allows you to be able to basically put yourselves out in a way where uh, can't nobody tell you nothing, right? I don't know. I just had to throw that out there. So, thank you guys for watching this, Libras. I hope that you guys resonated with this. Cross watchers, for you guys who have Libra rising and who have a Libra moon, you guys will resonate with this as well. So, for those of you guys who resonated with it, hit that like button right there, that thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Share it, please, and hit that notification bell right there or right there, somewhere around here. And that'll allow you to be able to receive these notifications. Also, I know I am like the most unorganized Capricorn ever, but I am going to be working on like trying to get these readings to be done on a timely basis. And I'm working on it, guys. There's so many things that happen, and I just have to go with the flow. So, with that being said, I hope you guys I hope you guys love this reading. I hope you guys resonated with it. I hope it had some helpful information for you guys, and I hope that you guys can take this information and move forward with it. I hope that you guys can see this blessing in disguise. I hope that you guys can balance out this energy, or that whoever it is that's in your life can help you to balance this energy out. And with that, I'd like to bid you guys a farewell. Have a good night, Libra, and I will see you guys for the live reading, which I hopefully will do here tonight. So be looking out for that, and I will see you guys when that goes through. Also, I will see you guys whenever I do your guys' reading for the new moon on the 26th, which is in Sagittarius. Interestingly enough. So, with that being said, hope you guys have a good night. I am David with Tarot and Astrology for All, signing out.